And we are live.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Back in the house once again. It's Friday night.
Yes.
We usually do this on Saturday, but it's Friday night. I got to work tomorrow. People have things to do, so we decided to do a show tonight. Welcome to the FM Podcast. I'm your host, Branson.
I am B.D.U.B.
And I guess we're going to do like a regular show and give everybody their shout-outs and stuff like that. Kelli Jo is not in the building tonight. Neither is Budha. Sending both of them our love. Buda's out tonight. Kelli Jo's still on hiatus and stuff. She's dealing with a passing and stuff. So, you know, Kelli, if you need us, feel free to reach out and whatnot. They have a, do we have the information?
Yeah.
Yes, they have a GoFundMe. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have, they've put up a GoFundMe for Kelly's brother, right?
Yes.
Okay, Kelly's brother has passed, and they put a GoFundMe up for Lawrence Capone Brown, and that's Capone with a K, K-O-P-O-N-E. You can do a search for that, Lawrence Capone Brown. I've donated already for the GoFundMe. I don't have, I'll give out the link. It's gofund.me/D629D9FE. So that last part is D629D9FE. For Lawrence Capone Brown, you can go there and donate. They're trying to reach the goal of $2,500, and so far $600 has been raised.
Definitely put towards the cause. It's definitely a good cause, and definitely long live Capone. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people around the city knew him. I knew he was close to a lot of people and stuff like that. We just want to send our condolences to the family and just the most positive of vibes as possible, because it's a tough situation. So, you know, if you can afford to give to the GoFundMe, please do that. The support would help a lot. And they'll be very, very thankful. So definitely on that. And then I have to give my normal shout-outs. Got to shout out 8th and Fancy for all your adult snacks. Got to shout out Dank Drinks, my guys. Got to shout out the local plug. Got to shout out Alpha Dogs. Go get them dogs.
Yes. Aren't Alpha Dogs out tonight?
Yes, and I believe he's posted up somewhere in Durham. So if you happen to go to Alpha Dogs tonight, tell him you watch the show. He probably cut you a little discount and stuff like that. Yeah, he might cut you a little discount. Tell him you heard the advertisement on the FM podcast. So definitely shout out Alpha Dogs. And like I say, I think he's out in Durham tonight. There's also the Share the Love drive that's getting ready to go on. It's basically giving love bags, giving things that people need: toothbrushes, toothpaste, Q-tips, socks, things of that nature, shampoo and conditioner, nail clippers, hair supplies. And it's being done by the Horton girls. You can reach Alicia Horton at 919-520-8988. or Tynesha Horton, 919-798-7220. And like I said, it's Share the Love. They will be having boxes at churches in the area. When I get the locations, I'll be definitely passing on the information. Like I said, it's goodie bags. It's love bags, giving people things that they need that they might not be able to afford. And like I say, I'm always down to support a good cause, and there's nothing like this. Like, there's nothing
helping
like this.
people is important.
Helping people is definitely
especially
important.
With their hygiene.
So, yeah, we want to kick in on that. So, like I said, to reach Alicia Horton, 919-520-8988, or Tynesha Horton, 919-798-7220.
Make sure you donate.
Make sure you donate. So we have a couple of things going on that if you really want to, help out, you can put something towards and support some of these causes, because they're both very worthwhile.
Yes, they are. Very important.
Very. So how are we going to start the show off tonight?
Valentine's Day happened.
Yes, it did.
Did you have a good Valentine's
My
Day?
Valentine's Day was trash. Complete and utter trash. I don't even think I saw a woman in that capacity. Like,
you're not even at work?
Like, I saw Wade, hey, how you doing? That was it. Like, you know, my Valentine's Day was horrible. Like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's, and I hope it lived up to, you know, what y'all were looking for. But mine was trash, complete and utter trash.
Well, I had a date Valentine's Day.
Awesome.
And it was cool. We went and got some ramen, and then we got some insomnia cookies.
Oh, how was the ramen, first of all?
The ramen was good. We went to a spot in downtown Raleigh and got some delicious ramen. And get this, I tried tuna nachos.
How was the service?
The service was pretty decent. We got it quickly and efficiently, but I didn't get a chance to get her drunk, which I was a little down, but I didn't need to.
Was the restaurant packed?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
That's something I got to say. We were sitting next to two dudes, and I was just like... And I say this to fellas, February 14th is not the time to go to dinner with your homie. People may assume things. I don't know if they were a couple or not, but I just thought that in mind. I'm like,
it wasn't the right time for y'all two to be out. You know.
Yeah, it's not the day you and your homie... you and your homie need to go out and have dinner. Y'all should get takeout that night. It's not a night. It's a night for couples.
It's not a homie hangout night.
Yeah, it's not a homie hangout night. Don't go out with your homie
because they're going to
assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, where I work at, there's a popular establishment, Bonefish Grill, right next to where I work at. And
I know that's
when I look. Shout out my guys over there.
That's the perfect place for Valentine's Day because you trying to bone some fish.
Look, I shout out to my guys. They made money.
Yeah.
They made money.
I know they did.
But whoo boy, the food service industry on holidays like that. Oh man, you have to really be on your toes for that because they had a 2-hour, 3-hour wait.
Good Lord, no, that's
you
gotta have a reservation in advance.
I'll be sitting at my job looking over there, and it'll be like 80 people sitting outside waiting to get in. No. Like and Bonefish is good. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't think I could wait that long.
I would be more mad at the fact you did not plan a reservation for that day.
But I think it's even if you got a reservation, it's still packed that it's still going to take about maybe an hour.
Popular places on Valentine's Day is not the way to go. That's why we went to the ramen spot. It was low key. Nobody knew about. I never been.
You knew there was some big tricking going on Valentine's Day.
Oh, I know there was.
Some big tricking.
I didn't have to do much tricking on Valentine's Day. Even the ramen was cheap.
Guys are floating out the Angus Barn. Like places like that, I'm just like
steakhouse.
You just know it's one day, right? It's just one day. Like we get in a frenzy over these holidays. One day of life,
and that's the one thing that bothered me about this holiday. I noticed on my timeline that there were more women sending uplifting messages for Valentine's Day than the usual. My son is my Valentine. that weirded me out. They were just like, "Don't put your worth into this day. It's not your value if you don't have a date tonight." I'm like, "Yo, what happened to the Jesus is my Valentine post?" These women got serious. Now it's like a mental health shit with Valentine's Day.
We just get up in a tizzy over one day.
And it's a day women made popular. This ain't a day.
White man's holiday. No,
I don't like how they bring Jesus into this. This isn't a religious holiday. He was chilling on his birthday. He'll see you in Easter when it's warm out. Leave his ass alone for Valentine's Day. Let him chill.
How was the weather that night? Because I was stuck at work.
It wasn't bad. Okay. It was a nice 55-degree night. Okay. You still need your coat, but you know it's the perfect night for a woman to be like, "I'm cold," and then she want to get up on
your skin and stuff like that.
My Valentine's Day was a success.
Well, I'm glad your Valentine's was a success.
The pinkies were stinky.
Oh. That's definitely successful. Yeah. I'm glad yours was successful. I hope anybody who's watching or sees this, I hope your Valentine's was successful because mine was trash. It was just trash. This week was kind of trash. The whole week was kind of trash. But
find a nice young lady to take you out there.
my occupation had me tied up. I'm sure I could have got into something but my job had me, as they say, all the way fucked up this week. All the way fucked up this week. So it is what it is. You know, sometimes it's what you sign up for, and shit rolls downhill sometimes. I'll tell you that.
I know who had some very bad Valentine's days was your boy. You ever see Hot Ones?
Hot Ones.
The one where the actors and the entertainers be eating chicken wings answering questions?
I have.
Okay, well, the host of that, Sean Evans, was dating an adult film star, Melissa Stratton. I don't know if you've heard. I've
never heard of her.
I've seen some of her work. She's very
talented.
Very talented.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's very.
And you said he lost her?
He decided to break up with her because the relationship got too much attention, which rightfully so. You're dating a prawn star.
What do you like? Sometimes I be wondering what guys be thinking when
that's what I was wondering.
When they enter into certain relationships with women and then all of a sudden get taken aback. Like, I can't believe, like, hold on, my guy. What do you think you signed up for? Like,
I don't get that at all. I don't understand how you as a man could just date a person from that line of work.
I mean, look, there's somebody for everybody. I'm not saying I wouldn't date a porn star. I'm not saying I would.
I mean, I'd smash a porn star.
I'm not
go out to a steakhouse after, but
I'm not going to say I wouldn't. I'm not going to say I would. Everything for me is a case-by-case basis. You know, people.
I could be in a relationship.
Everybody has a past. Everybody has a past. It might still be going on. I mean, everybody has a past.
Working porn star.
Hold on. We haven't seen this Hulu special yet from, what is it, Freaknik? So, Freaknik. We don't know whose past is on video yet. But
I'm sure it's not as bad as being a full-fledged adult film star.
You're probably right. But I don't know. I might not. More probably swaying to might not. But as I get older, I see things differently, and I just look at things differently.
To the Super Bowl. See, that's love.
That is love.
You don't take just any random woman to the Super Bowl.
No, because you know how much Super Bowl tickets are?
He took her to he took an adult film star to the Super Bowl. That's love.
Well, then he fell out of love with her quickly.
He decided to end it when the public knew about it. So there's at least some level of shame attached to this.
Well, then he's a goofy for real. Then if he felt like he was shamed because the public knew about it, you knew too. So what you think was going to happen?
Okay, so he said he wanted to keep his relationship
secret,
private, but it took a turn after she shared photos from last weekend's game. So, which is another dummy move. How you gonna take a woman to the Super Bowl and not expect her to show pictures?
Like, what? I don't understand these guys sometimes. And then on top of that, she's already famous, right? So you were going to be in pictures anyway. Yeah. Because there were going to be people who recognized her and were going to take pictures. And I'm sure you were going to be in some of said
somebody
pictures.
Took a photo of her and you. Because somebody knew one of either of the couples. I know a lot of dudes knew who his girl was.
So, I mean, like, sometimes, like, dudes do really be playing like lame. They be lame as hell. Like, they really do be lame. Sometimes chicks be right. Some of these dudes be lame. Like, you took on this chick knowing what she did. Now, yes, you might have wanted, like you said, to keep it private and stuff like that. But then you got tickets to the Super Bowl, so that's out the window.
Exactly. Privacy is gone when you take it a chick.
You signed away the Privacy Act right then when you took her to the Super Bowl. So that was your mistake off top. You could have went to any sports bar and watched it.
To a sports bar if you're gonna be ashamed of it. People gonna find out one way or another.
But you take her to the greatest sporting event
of all time
in North America.
Pretty much.
That's what's up, my guy. Smart move.
But I mean, like I said, at least he knows it's a shameful thing, which is why he's like, "Damn, I'm dating a porn star."
And I'm glad you got here. Since we're on the Super Bowl, let's talk about it.
Yes.
How'd you like the game?
I liked the game just because it was a close game.
Okay.
It went into overtime.
Was the beginning of the game boring, or was it just me?
It was boring, but as long as it's close, I can appreciate
competitive.
it. If
the defense showed up.
Yeah, if it was a blowout, I'd have been disappointed.
So this is my question. If the defenses showed up,
yes,
they did. Yeah. Defense played really good. How do you go fire the defensive coordinator because you lost the Super Bowl?
Somebody's got to take the blame.
I don't really like that one. I don't like, because it's not like you were the Philadelphia Eagles defense. My defense was giving up big points. Y'all held them to, what was the final score of that game?
It was very close.
It was low scoring though overall. Like, not like other Super Bowls. Like when we won the Super Bowl, I think we damn near scored 40 points. It was like 20 something. It was in the 20s though, I believe.
Yeah, it was 25-22.
A relatively low scoring football game. So that means, like I said, the defense just showed up for the most part. And then the defensive coordinator gets fired. I thought that was a real cheap move on the 49ers. But let's talk about the Chiefs.
Yes.
Dynasty?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Mahomes is
the power of Taylor compels you.
I was expecting her to hoist this Super Bowl trophy. I ain't gonna lie. I was expecting her to be down there on the field holding up the trophy.
Yeah,
because she got as much coverage as the team did this year.
She wasn't at the parade?
I believe she was.
Okay, I didn't check. All I know is she donated money to the family of the dude who got murdered.
Before we get to that, because that's just senseless. Like America, like Budha said, what's more American than a shooting? But we'll get to that in a minute. Usher, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Usher halftime show. What did you think?
The Usher halftime show was phenomenal. He did all his jams that I was expecting, minus one or two.
You know, there are always people that complain about every damn thing.
Of course.
Now, they were like, well, Usher, he rushed through the, okay, it's 15.
15.
15 minutes. Like, he did everything he could in 15 minutes. This dude changed 3 times and was roller skating one of those times. I don't understand what y'all want.
He was better than the pregnant Rihanna.
He would look. This is one of the best Super Bowl halftime shows I've seen in a while.
I'm trying to say it was the best, but I just don't think you can outdo
Michael
and Prince.
Prince
played Purple Rain in front of the rain.
This is the one thing that every rapper knows.
Yes.
You can't compete with Ghost.
No,
you cannot compete with Michael and Prince. But as in an amazing halftime show, it was amazing.
It was completely phenomenal.
It was.
Usher did his thing, and then Luda and Little John.
Did you see what Jermaine Dupri had the nerve to wear?
Everybody thought it was CeeLo. I don't even know.
Men's fashion is just out of control. Your girlfriend lets you leave the house like that. Somebody didn't stop you before you walked out the dressing room and told you look like a little girl in that outfit.
You got to be trendy.
You look like I'd rather look like a bum. I'd rather look like a bum compared to how some of these guys just be going out looking. Like, I just don't understand how Luda don't get away either. Yeah, he don't get away either. He was looking goofy as hell.
Yeah.
Like they were out here, and it's all these guys, these high entertainers, I guess you call it high value men or whatever. They just be out here looking goofy as hell. Trendy. You call it trendy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I call it goofy as fuck.
Well, I mean, that's what it is. You're goofy because you're trying to be trendy. Everything, sometimes just regular pants and shirts. Like, if he came out in jeans and a T-shirt, nobody would have thought twice about it. But he had to be trendy. He had to come out with some next level shit.
People always talk about the 90s and stuff like that. I miss jersey days. I miss the button-up days. I miss days when you just looked like, you just look cool and stuff like that. Now you just be looking
silly,
goofy. And they just be smiling, looking goofy. Like, I can't condone that.
I get famous, I'm going to just rock button-ups and jeans.
I'm just wear sweatshirts. Yeah. I mean, sweatsuits. That's it. Like, that's all I'm going to wear, sweatsuit.
I don't know. I might get that bug to go trendy. Every now and then I feel the weird feeling to dress like Andre 3000. Just out the blues. It'll throw niggas off.
Oh, another shout out to Usher. Usher had the A all the way in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. The A was fully represented.
They had strippers out there.
It was a damn shame the Falcons weren't there, because that would have, oh, my God, that would have been too much Atlanta.
The Super Bowl had a hint of Magic City in there with the strippers going around the poles and stuff like that. Like I say, the halftime show to me was amazing. Yes. People expect a halftime concert, and that's not what the hell it is. It's 15 minutes, and
I know people that came just to watch Usher. They didn't give a damn about the game.
Didn't care two shits about the game. But the game actually, as it came to an end, it was a really good game. Overtime, too? Like, you don't get that too often.
Overtime in the Super Bowl is a phenomenal game. Let's be honest about that.
You don't get that too often. So where we ranking Mahomes now?
Okay, Mahomes, I would say, is he's that tier near Brady, but not next to Brady. He's
separate. Okay, boom, we can start now. Please don't bring up Drew Brees' name no more. Don't bring up Aaron Rodgers' name no more.
Well, Rodgers got a ring. Doesn't Brees have a ring too?
Ring. But how many does Mahomes have?
Wasn't this his third?
Okay, so boom. They're not even in this guy's category no more because that Brees and Rodgers are their darlings. They always love to bring these guys up. And I'm like, but they don't really win like that. Like, they have great stats, but they don't win like that. They have a ring. Mahomes has rings, and his stats are crazy. So they're not even in the same tier as this brother. And I did kind of play Mahomes when I said he wasn't that black. But this brother is...
His dad is black.
Yeah, I know. I want to apologize to my guy on film again. You know, I didn't mean to say it like that. But
he just talks like Kermit the Frog. That's it.
When it comes to playing quarterback, there's nobody like this guy.
No.
There's nobody like this guy at all. And he has separated himself from the pack of quarterbacks that there are in the league now. And at this time, to me, Mahomes is the best quarterback in football.
Yeah.
And there is no debating it.
He's the current Tom Brady.
Whoever number 2, it might be Lamar Jackson. I would probably give it to Lamar Jackson. I'm not really ready to give it to Purdy yet. Even though he had a decent game, he still, to me, was kind of playing a little scared a little bit. But they were there again. And, you know, the 49ers, they've lost 3 Super Bowls in a row now that I've been thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they haven't won in a while. It's the curse of Kaepernick, they say. Mm-hmm. You'll never get anything until you do right by Colin. So we'll see where this goes. But Kels, he had a good game. Where do you think he sits at in the talk about?
He's a top receiver. He's a top. He could
tight end.
Top 10. Yeah.
I think Kels might go down as the best tight end of all time.
Yeah.
I really do think that's.
I don't know. Not over Alex.
Alex Gonzalez?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
To me, he's the greatest tight end of all time.
How many rings has Kels got? See, rings always trumps. It rings for some reason.
How many does the tight end of the Patriots have?
Gronkowski? Yeah. Gronkowski got a couple, too.
But he wasn't the tight end through the whole.
Not through all those Super Bowls.
Was it Vrabel or somebody a tight end with the Patriots?
Who was there? I can't remember who the other guy was.
He got multiple rings too.
But like I'm saying, rings kind of add your stats up.
They do, but also at the same time, they're not the only factor. I can say Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the game,
and he has Taylor Swift. Okay, so factor that in there too. Okay, so like he might be the best tight end. Like now we're factoring.
I'd say he's the best tight end in the game now.
Yes,
I wouldn't put him above Gonzalez.
Above Sharp, though.
Oh yeah, I put him above Shannon Sharp. Okay, yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't put him above Gonzalez.
Well, put it like this: he's top 3 all time.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, Kels is top 3 tight end all time. Stats, rings, all that.
Yeah.
So,
and Usher did his thing, man. I was proud.
Now, unfortunately,
yes.
There was the parade.
Yes.
And I say unfortunately because there was a shooting at the parade. I believe one person was killed. And several were injured.
So 2 juveniles were charged in the Kansas City shooting at the Super Bowl. It left 1 person dead and 22 people were injured. So they were taken into custody at the parade. They were charged Thursday and are being held at a juvenile detention center on gun-related and resisting arrest charges. Additional charges are expected as the investigation continues. So, Yeah.
Can I just start on my, how are these people able to get their hands on guns? But then that would be a stupid question because, guns are everywhere.
Yeah, but it's Kansas City. There's guns everywhere in Kansas City.
There's just guns everywhere in America. Just everywhere. And that's our biggest problem now is gun violence. Gun violence is out of fucking control. Yeah. At the Super Bowl parade,
it was a dispute amongst several people.
Come on. Like, it's just it's always a way to put a damper on a situation. You know that it's going to be some type of violence going on, and notably it's probably going to be gun violence, and it's just sick and it's saddening. Like, that's all we ever talk about is people getting shot and killed. And then at the Super Bowl parade of all places, like where you want to go and have a good time, everybody out celebrating and stuff like that. And, probably alcohol plays a part in it. Alcohol probably played a part in it, stuff like that. But it's just, gun violence is just out of control in this country, and it's sad. I hate it. I hate it. That's why I don't even go out no more. Cause just random shit be happening, and I just
stay away from young nigga gatherings.
I don't even think I can't even it does happen at young nigga gatherings, but I just can't label it to that. It just happens, and it happens too much for my liking that I want to put myself out. That's why I'm always hesitant to go out to an event that might be kind of big or something like that.
I just stay away from young niggas. And people who don't have shit to lose. You just got to figure out which events have those type of people and leave.
And not even go.
Yeah.
And not even put yourself in that environment. You wouldn't think the Super Bowl parade would have those type of people.
Yes, I do.
Well, yeah, all those people, somebody
I wouldn't have gone to the Super Bowl parade. If the Panthers won or the Hurricanes won or anything Carolina, I wouldn't go. The only one place I go to would be B.D.U.B, and that's because I know they got that shit locked down.
Security is on. Yeah. Security.
I remember one year Duke won, and we tried to go to campus, and security had every entrance blocked, and you could not get in that motherfucker without a Duke ID. So good luck.
That's where we're at now, though. That's where we're at, and that's a shame.
This was when Jason Williams played, and they won. So this was in the early 2000s. So Duke was ahead of its curve. They said, we don't want all you extra niggas.
Duke was ahead of the time on
campus, this. Negroifying our beautiful whites-only campus.
It's just, I didn't even see, were they black or white who did the shooting? It probably white.
Juveniles. So, I think it's, unfortunately, it sounds like some ignorant nigga shit.
We'll look into it and see.
We got to look into it, but it sounds like a bunch of people were arguing, got guns. I'm at a point in life where it wouldn't surprise me if it was white, but I'm just going off my instincts.
Well, prayers to the victims,
yeah,
families, because it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it really doesn't.
Whoever that was probably had nothing to do with it. It was just some motherfuckers who couldn't name and. The innocent bystander. Well, I'm just saying that's speculation. I don't know the details.
All right, we're going to jump back to the Super Bowl real quick.
Okay.
Did they have any worthwhile commercials?
Absolutely not.
Like, I remember with the Super Bowl, that was what
the Beyonce commercial was probably the most memorable. This one.
That was what really kind of drove the Super Bowl, were the commercials. Yeah. Like, you knew the game was going to be, but it was like, I'm watching for the commercials. And now commercials are gone.
Trash.
This is crazy.
Yeah, so I think nothing redemptive.
I think another thing that has to do with it is because it's probably how much those ad spots are. Like, the good commercials, you might not have the money to pay for Super Bowl time slot.
Well, Kanye, I think, had the most creative commercial. He spent all his money on the Super Bowl that he didn't have money to film the commercial, so he just
Was it true that he got kicked out the Super Bowl?
From what I heard, it wasn't true.
Okay.
I haven't seen any credible,
allegedly he had got.
Yeah, I haven't seen any credible news sites back that up or confirm it, so I can only say it's bullshit.
All right, what else we got? Anything else Super Bowl?
Well, it was more of a Valentine's-y type of thing because there were a lot of people who got together and who broke up. Besides Sean Evans and his adult star girlfriend, we had Well, originally it was Larissa.
I know what I want to talk about real quick.
Go ahead.
People were in arms because Usher was holding on to Alicia Keys.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was ridiculous.
What, them being up in arms?
I'm for the jokes, though. But, I mean, yeah, people were, like, taking it serious. Like, Swiss Beats
you niggas get mad about he couldn't do that to my girl. Let me run something down to you. There is a list of men, and there's definitely a list of black men that if your woman ever encountered, she'd let him do that and then some.
Yeah.
And then some.
Your girl's not going to turn down Usher.
This is Usher.
Bump. She's going to take that shit home to you, too.
And it's entertainment. Like, Swiss laugh it all the way.
No, yeah.
Y'all niggas need to quit getting up in arms over everything.
Usher got married that Super Bowl weekend.
Did he? I didn't know that. Oh, congratulations,
So,
Usher.
you see Usher's wife?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
it's not chilly, so
yeah, it's definitely not chilly. But Usher got married, from my understanding.
Congratulations.
Yeah, did he get married in Vegas?
Usher
married his longtime girlfriend in Vegas. So yeah, they did tie the knot. February 11th. Usher's mom was the couple's witness. So yeah, he married Jennifer. I can't even say her last name. Goka Chia. She's 40. He's 45.
Is she black?
She's yellow or light skin.
Okay.
So the one issue that I did notice was that's her.
Okay.
There was not a lot of blowback to Usher getting married to her. You remember when Usher married old girl, his former, what was that, clothing stylist? Mm-hmm. And they were all up in arms, and there was all these women saying
they didn't care no more.
Yeah, they didn't care with her, and I've been reading reports saying it was a colorist thing. They didn't like his other wife because she was dark skinned, and his new wife is light skinned. So now women are giving him a pass because he's marrying a light-skinned woman.
Well, definitely congratulations to Usher. And Usher had a great weekend. He got married and got to feel up Alicia Keys. You can't beat that,
That's
man.
2 red bones he felt up that weekend.
You can't beat that. That was a good weekend, Usher. I ain't mad at you, my brother.
Yeah. I don't know about that colorist theory.
I don't know about that colorist theory
I think
either.
maybe she's a better fit for Usher because she's 5 years younger.
I just think, like I said, I just brought this up because I think like guys always be getting mad over the wrong thing. Like, did you see the way he was hugging up on Alicia Keys? Like, yeah, and nobody really cared, like, except for you, lame ass dude, who probably is. See, guys like that, to me personally, and you know, some women think that's like protective and stuff like that. That's kind of overbearing to me. But that's just to me. I could be wrong. You know, I'm not that type of person. I don't get up in arms over any and everything. So that's possibly me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm in agreement that it's
Usher done got Keke Palmer. Like,
yeah, Usher done fucked up a lot of homes.
Usher just out here doing his thing, and hey, I ain't mad at him.
We need Chris Brown to do that shit to his wife.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at a topic that I want to get to next. That's the one I want to go to. So, Michael Marcus probably went out to the strip club, had a couple of drinks and stuff. He's like, I'm glad you finally got rid of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, supposedly, allegedly,
it's not true anymore, as I'm finding out.
That they are together still?
So Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan were together on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
And she had a massive diamond ring.
Oh.
Doesn't say it was a proposal. Doesn't say.
Oh, so, Mike, I thought you had got out of this, bro. You might still be in it.
They seem to have broke up days ago, but now they're back on as the two enjoy the Valentine's Day date night on Wednesday.
Mike, I thought you had got out of it. I thought that you know, your son has seen the light and was walking away from this woman who
They were in Magic City. During Magic City outing with Michael Jordan's son, she showed off a massive diamond ring on her finger. A yellow center stone surrounded by double
Larsa
diamond halos.
Larsa is the pimpstress of all time. Like,
all they're
like
doing
I
is
hate
going
to
after
say this,
niggas.
but she's spending Michael money and Scotty money. Like, that's crazy. She is spending Michael Jordan's money and Scottie Pippen's money.
I mean,
Wow.
I don't get it. She's 49, he's 33. There's a 16-year age difference.
Wow.
And the milk has gone bad, so you're not going to get a kid out of this.
She's spending Michael Jordan's money and Scottie Pippen's money. This is unheard of. This is unheard of. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, so I don't understand the appeal of it, but you know that you know what I think it is. It's just that whole back in the day.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. You were the young guy one time.
Yeah.
You had the old.
I had crushes.
You had the old.
Like growing up in the '80s, there was Vanity, Apollonia. It was
so if the opportunity presents itself, now not saying you gonna wife her or anything like that,
you
but
might smash, but again,
now
we're talking.
But now you done smashed, and now it might have been better than you might have thought it was. And now it's like, I like this.
There's no coochie. I mean, I've lost myself over some coochie before, but there's no way I'm wifing up 16, 17-year.
Older than me, woman.
Not unless there's some money involved.
But no, it's your money going to her.
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Now, if it was the opposite and she had the paper, that might be a different story, and I'd understand.
And then on top of that, I just don't think she's fine like that.
I don't.
I don't think she's really like. There's a lot more women that I think are more attractive than Larsa Pippen.
I do too, and there's a lot of women in that 16-year age gap that you could find that look better than her.
That's just me. I wouldn't have been.
I couldn't do it either.
Then you Michael Jordan, son. Like you got to pick up. You got to pick up any woman you want, and you want Scottie Pippen leftovers.
Yeah,
this has got to be the craziest story of all time. I just don't understand my boy Marcus. But hey, like they say, if he like it, I love it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. And from my understanding, we saw C.J. Stroud and Amber Rose together after a celebrity or a charity softball game. But C.J. Stroud and Amber Rose have denied that they're dating, as the pair were seen getting in a car together. She denies that they were together. So is the rumor true? Do you think
that C.J. Stroud and Amber Rose?
Yeah.
I don't know, because didn't I see him at the Super Bowl in the Kardashian suite?
You might have.
Like,
maybe they're passing him around.
Hey. Rumble, young man, rumble.
Stroud's persona, because I don't know anything about him other than
he's an amazing quarterback. That's the only thing I know about this guy is he's an amazing quarterback.
Dude? Did he come from a stable home?
He's with the Kardashians and Amber Rose and them. Like, and then boom.
Yes.
Let's just have a conversation. You've been in college. You've been kind of collared, tampered in. You finally hit that pro life. You are a superstar now. You about to wild out. You about to wild out to some extent. Mm-hmm. And then, especially in those circles, you kind of know you done made it. If you're in the Kardashian circle. Mm-hmm. If you've made it to be hanging out with those women, as much as we talk about them and things of that nature, but if you've made it to hang out with those ladies and their friends, you pretty much made it in life. To say it like that, you know. So
okay, so she said they just met each other. They don't know each other and only met yesterday at their softball game, and they said her original ride left her. And he was nice enough to give her a ride to the hotel with him.
I was going to say, I know he wasn't driving. Like, I'd have a chauffeur, so.
Yeah, so now what happened after the hotel, we don't know. But if she's saying there's no romance and there isn't, because she's the one who would benefit the most, so.
He's living his best life. That's all. He's a young man, just got into the NFL. But you're going to see
more of that. You're going to see more older thoughts preying on younger niggas, because those are the niggas that idolize, just like you said. Like, all the women I remember from the 80s, but I'm not stupid enough to try and wife Apollonia.
Let's take a look at this.
Is Apollonia still alive? I know Vanity's dead.
I think Apollonia is. Okay. But let's take a look at it from this point of view as well, though. These young dudes now, especially coming into the league, get ready to go to sign these, because the money now that these boys are signing is astronomical. So you can bet, yes, these older women are getting ready to start zooming in on these younger guys because their bank accounts are getting even bigger than they were before. The NFL pays like it weighs. And C.J. Stroud, since he's the guy we're talking about, he had a phenomenal year this year. Possibly was in the MVP running as a rookie. Yes. You know, when his time to sign comes around, he's going to get a bag. Every woman has this man on the top of his list because he is getting ready to be that guy.
Exactly.
So being these young guys now and the money that they're getting, yes, the younger women have a lot of competition from the older women now. A lot.
Exactly.
So we'll see, though. We will see.
You think that's a symptom of black women aging better than other races? Because you don't have to worry about, like,
older white women coming to get younger.
You ain't going to see Travis Kelce with Cher.
You see it sometimes, but I do think that does come with black women aging so gracefully
now
because
they 40 and 50-year-olds.
You still look good at 50.
Yeah.
Like, I know some women in their 60s who are still drop dead gorgeous. So, nah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just a symptom. So, now you've got women with no men in their 40s and 50s competing with their daughters.
Or they've been married, got out of it. Now it's just like we just going to run it for what it is.
She just wants to be for the streets now because she got paper.
Yeah. So, now she's just going to run it. And now she's going to get this young girl all the competition she can handle. While older guys, we just bow gracefully because I can't keep up with these young boys. I can't keep up with these young boys. There's no need to try to get into competition with these younger guys.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
They're going to do it because that's how it is when you're 50 and you look good. You still think you can hang with the 20-year-olds and you try.
Are you saying as a woman or as a man?
Yeah, as a woman.
Oh, because as a man, even if I'm getting ready to hit 50, I think I still have some looks, but I'm not trying to compete with these 20 and 25-year-olds. That would be fighting a losing battle that I know I'm going to lose. So
I have no desire to.
Yeah, like have her. That's why we find and we bow gracefully. Exactly. Because there's no need to try to keep competing when I know I'm going to get the short end of the stick.
See, when you're an established man, you have a pick of the younger women or their mothers. And they both can't keep a man, so you can pick either one. And you know it's not going to be a permanent decision.
But no, I'm not trying to be in any competition with these younger gentlemen. They can have it. What else we got?
I know there was a bad Valentine's Day for a certain rapper, Freddie Gibbs.
My boy, look, I like Gibbs.
I really
love Gibbs' music.
Yes.
Gibbs takes so many L's on the other side of music that it's kind of hard to be like, I rock with Freddie Gibbs because he keeps taking L's the wrong. Why did she do that?
Why did he do that?
Why did he do that? But why did she do that? Like, she really wanted to hurt that man doing that. That was. Oof.
Okay, first of all, Freddie Gibbs had many fuck ups in this situation. So for those that don't know, rapper Freddie Gibbs has a picture spread eagle with his booty cheeks out and sent the picture to his girlfriend, his now ex-girlfriend. She's a porn star. Adult star, and you see what happens when your wife sees.
Look, no. First of all, I'm gonna tell guys now: don't get too comfortable and do no weird stuff that you're not going to be able to live with if it comes out. Because your credibility shot.
Yeah,
your credibility shot, and it's not like this is hearsay. No, the picture is out for everybody to see. Freddie.
Yeah, so it was Gibbs' ex-girlfriend, Destiny. She made some comments or some tweets on his how he treated her when she got pregnant, and he wanted her to abort the baby. She was going to abort the baby, but found out the baby was a lot further along, and then she decided to keep it and told Freddie, and that's when he flipped on her and blocked her and didn't talk to her. So. She basically said, I have a picture of you spread eagle with your asshole open, and she shared it on Valentine's Day with the entire world. And I'm lucky to have avoided seeing that picture because that's not a picture I want to see one of my favorite rappers in. So I've actively avoided it while still trying to read the story.
A woman scorned. Gentlemen, take notes of this. Take notes of this.
But also realize this is revenge porn, and that
it is revenge porn, and it's against the law. But that doesn't do anything for your reputation.
No, you still
your reputation's shot.
Freddie, how do you take that photo? Because I haven't seen it, but I
didn't want to ask that. I didn't want to ask that. I did not want to ask that. I assume there's
a timer involved because I don't see the photo, but I'm sure you need both hands to,
or and follow me where I'm going. She took the damn picture.
Yeah, she did too.
She took the picture, and
why?
Because he was probably feeling good.
That's an ecstasy photo.
Look, he was feeling good. He was feeling really, really good. She had him really, really comfortable, and he just, you and Benny are never going to be friends again, right? Like,
that shit is way too. Yeah, you.
I was really hoping that you and Benny would, mend fences and stuff. No, he's not going to mend fences with you after this.
No,
and as a matter of fact, a lot of the dudes that used to rock with you now, they're probably not gonna rock with you like this no more. Like, my God.
Now you're gonna be on Lil Nas X album.
Spread Eagle? My God. Like, what happened to just sending the dick pic?
Freddie said he wanted to.
What happened to just sending the good old schlong pic? Like,
Freddie wanted to take it a step further, I guess. I don't know who told him that was appropriate, but it certainly wasn't.
These women are really gassing y'all up.
These rappers.
Because it's one thing just to do it and, you in the privacy of your own and, it's between y'all two. But nobody knows what happens in the privacy of your own bedroom. Cool. Boom. Why'd you let them take a picture? Why?
Yeah.
Why would you let a picture be taken of this moment? Like, because you knew if it got out that your reputation would be gone. I've done some wild stuff in my life.
Apparently, I didn't see the details, but they said she posted the photo of the bed holding his butt cheeks open, and the caption says, "Spreading love, happy Valentine's."
I've done some wild stuff in my life. But I made sure there weren't no cameras around or anything like just to because you have to come back and you can't explain it.
Don't do wild shit if you gotta explain.
What can you say? Like, I got a picture and you can't say anything to explain. Well, see, this is what happened. Nah,
nigga. You willingly.
Nah, this isn't what happened. Like, nah. So. And I rock with Gibbs, too.
I do, too. And I'll still, I guess, rock with his music.
This is Freddie Gibbs, who has a Grammy album.
Yeah.
Like a Grammy Award-nominated album.
Exactly.
My man's name is Gangster Gibbs. You cannot be Gangster Gibbs anymore.
It's Gangster Gooch Gibbs.
You cannot be Gangster Gibbs anymore. I'm sorry. Like, we got to take that away from you. Because that's so not gangster.
Yeah. He just can't. You gotta watch what he raps.
As Riley would say on the Boondocks, that's so not gangster at all.
Gay.
Like, that's so not gangster. I'm not going to say he gay, but
no, he ain't
that's
gay.
Not gangster.
That's very moist.
Ooh, boy.
That's very moist behavior. That is unbecoming of a legendary rapper.
And just knowing that if I knew that somebody had something like that of me,
yes.
If I knew somebody had a picture that could, really hurt me, you think I'd ever piss them off?
Well, first, I wouldn't take that picture with anyone.
I wouldn't take that picture, but if I knew that they had said picture in their possession, do you think I would, because I'm mindful of, they're going to be, Good luck, Freddie.
This goes back to what Shaq said. You remember what Shaq said, don't confide in a woman. And they'll use it against you. This goes perfectly with what Shaq said. Because you remember Shaq was on the news saying that like a week ago. Like, don't confide in women. And then Monique said, Shaq, brother, with all due respect, you're wrong. And Shaq was like, with all due respect, sister, you're wrong. And Shaq stood on his word.
Because a woman And this is, I guess, that's what
Shaq
separates men and women. Like a woman, if she really feels like she needs to do something, she has something against you that can hurt you. Expect her to use it. She will do it. As for a guy,
we can't.
That's lame.
It's a loss. Yeah, exactly. It's a lose-lose for us.
That's lame as hell for a guy to come and try to shame a woman over. But if a woman has it, and she's going to shame you, bro.
Yeah,
she's going to shame you.
She's going to lie. She's going to use the small pee-pee. Every woman leaves a relationship saying he had a small pee-pee. It's not true.
It's never been one time where she said she left. It was like his wee-wee was huge. It's always been he had a small wee-wee.
Yeah, and then we got to counter back and say, "Oh, it smells like fish down there," even though it might have smelled like roses.
Once it's at that point, it's
yeah,
because you can't win.
Yeah.
You can't win in a.
You can't really win lying on women like that.
So if it had fish, why'd you hit it? Nah, like so you just become really lame after that. So guys, be mindful of what you do with these women.
Yeah,
you know, like if that's what you want to do, that's cool, but. Just be mindful.
Stop putting your ass out there, both literally and figuratively.
Just know they could possibly used against you at any time. Just remember that. Yes. This Freddie Gibbs is a perfect example of a woman scorned, and she had something that she knew was going to make him look crazy as fuck.
Yes. Speaking of a woman scorned, did you hear about Joel Osteen's church?
No. I read it when you posted. What happened?
Okay, so a woman came into Joel Osteen's church. She came in with a gun, ready for violence. She also had her child with her, who was only 5 years old. She fired a rifle inside of his Houston mega church Sunday, but was killed by law enforcement. And this woman apparently had a history of mental illness and apparently bad aim. A string of arrests for 2 decades, and it was a 36-year-old Janice Yvonne Moreno. Walked into the church 6 miles from downtown Houston and started shooting, wounding one man before turning her AR-15 towards officers. And she was shot and killed by law enforcement in self-defense. And, it was her 7-year-old son she brought with her was shot in the head and taken to a hospital. It's unclear who wounded the child, but I'm pretty sure the police wounded the
More
child.
people with their hands on guns that don't need to have their hands on guns.
That's Texas. Everybody got a gun.
But I'm just saying, it's more people with their hands on guns that don't need their hands on guns.
Yes. There were 2 firearms on her at the time of the shooting, including the AR-15. And
how's the child? Like,
well, I mean, he's alive. He's in critical condition. So I mean,
and she brought the child.
Yeah,
but involved the child. Like, mental health is real, people. Mental health is really real.
Yeah. So she was hospitalized for schizophrenia in the past. People are trying to say,
and you don't think that she needs to have all the guns removed from out her reach?
Yeah, hey, I don't know how she was able to get a gun, but she did.
Like you said, it's Texas.
Yeah, it's Texas. They give away guns like fucking paraphernalia, free.
Get gas, get a gun.
Man, I know I didn't know what was going on. I heard there was a shooting when it happened at Joel Osteen's church, and I was like, yeah, that motherfucker don't play about his donations. But then I found out it was a more serious.
That's serious. Situation. And then you brought the child. It's just, man.
Yeah.
Stories are getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah, so I don't know what you can do about AR-15s, especially in a state like Texas. People are going to get them, and they're not always going to have the right mental
capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
But it be like that. But some other outstanding news that happened yesterday. Your boy Trump hit with $354 million.
Wasn't he hit like a couple of weeks ago for
80-something million? And that puts his total close to almost $1 billion that he owes. So basically, Donald Trump owes $354 million with the total $453.5 million penalty in New York real estate fraud lawsuit. So actually, yeah, I was wrong. What did I say? 354 million? No, Donald Trump has to pay 453 million in damage and interest with additional penalties against two of his sons, and he's barred from conducting business in the state
of New York.
Yeah, by committing rampant fraud by overvaluing his real estate empire.
Same guy running for president. Same guy who has right now a really good shot at winning president.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I was reading the details of this shit, and I was like, oh my God, because Trump was going a little crazy with this. So he had a 200-acre Westchester property called Seven Springs LLC that was appraised by a bank in 2006 at $30 million, and a second bank in 2014 valued it at $30 million. Trump reported the value at 261 to 291 million. That shit had me dying laughing. So this nigga
marked it up. He marked that
8 times its worth, 9 times. This nigga almost had it 10 times its worth, $30 million, and he got it up to 291 million during that period.
I mean, isn't that a businessman though? As crazy as
that's not business. That is fraud.
That's super fraud.
Yeah,
that's Wolf of Wall Street fraud. Like
business is negotiated, and it's okay if you lied a little bit. Like if he said the property
60.
was 30 million, but it was worth. If he said 50 million, nobody would have said nothing.
Nobody
would have batted
an eye.
He took it to the extreme. He took it to 261 to 291 million. So also Trump Park Avenue, another residential building, had rent-controlled apartments that the judge ruled had been overvalued by 700%.
700%. So what was their? Oh my God!
They didn't provide the actual value, but they said the value Trump reported was worth over 700% more than what the actual value was. He also had a lease at 40 Wall Street in New York, appraised in 2010, worth $200 million. But the Trump organization valued the property at $525 million in 2011 and $735 million in 2015.
Last time I seen a person lose money this quick was Kanye West.
Yeah, Kanye
when
didn't
Kanye
even
got
lose this amount.
That's what I'm saying. But this quickly, like Jesus.
So Trump was overvaluing these properties, and these are just some, not all of them. He was doing that so he could get a better line of credit.
You know he gonna get his money back again if he become president.
Yeah,
he know he gonna make it back if he become president. That's why he's not worried about it.
Because that's how bad both parties are right now.
You have one dude who is a fraud, complete fraud, business fraud, all that. Then you have the other guy who
he's turning down a cognitive test,
suffering from dementia, probably in the middle of dementia.
Yeah, so Biden basically refused to take a cognitive test during his physical for presidency. So he believes he and his staff believe that he's coherent enough for presidency that he doesn't need the test.
He's not going to take the test because he knows what we all know.
Yeah.
That you old and your memory's failing you. Like, we all know this. We're not, playing any games about it. We know that your memory's failing you. So like I said, we have an election coming up between the guy who can't really remember anything, and the other guy who's trying to run your pockets for everything, and he probably can't remember everything either because he old too.
Yeah, both of them to me have memory issues.
Yeah, like they're both old as dirt.
I think both of them are exhibiting early signs of dementia.
I said that last year. Like, I think both of these men, if they're not in it, are definitely starting dementia.
And what was it? They said Trump had syphilis. Remember that report? They allegedly has syphilis. I believe he does. I believe that you can't be out here smashing porn stars like he was on Epstein Island.
All of them.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he does have syphilis, but I mean, you can't guarantee it. But there's too many signs saying he does. So yeah, both their mentals are shot.
And like I said, like this election, I don't think people really care about. I don't think they care about.
I would vote for a third-party candidate just so I don't have to vote for either one. I'll write in a nigga in the ballot. I'm writing Eric B. again.
Eric B. for president because he deserves to be president.
He made him clap to this.
Like, nah. Like I'm a vote.
Yes,
I'm going to vote. And everybody probably know but I'm not happy. I'm not happy about the choices I've been given to vote for. Not at all. And this country has to do better. This country has to do better. We really have to do better. I'm not excited about this election at all. And I know a lot of people aren't either.
Yeah, right now it's so open for any candidate to come in and take over because that's how pathetic.
But that's what's crazy. Like no other candidate for somehow can make any wiggle room to.
That's how bad the politics game is.
That's awful. That's awful. You have two people that nobody really wants to be president, and nobody can usurp them to get their name out there. Nikki Haley failed miserably, losing to.
Nikki Haley doesn't even want to be white.
No, she doesn't, but it is.
I mean, she wants to be white. But there's craziness going on. But there's been a lot of beef going on. Well, actually, this beef just got amended between Shannon Sharpe and Mike Epps.
What happened?
Okay, so Mike Epps made a comment during stand-up where he said he was asked to be on Club Shay Shay, and he turned it down and said Shannon Sharpe would look like Medea in a wig. And that was it. And he made some jokes about it, to which Shannon Sharpe fired back on his nightcap with Ocho that, Mike was talking lies. He said the first lie was he didn't ask Mike Epps to appear on the show. Mike Epps DM'd him and asked if he could be on the show. So he was upset about that, and then he was upset about the jokes he said. And then Shannon Sharpe said, well, All-Star Weekend is in Indiana. I'm going to be there. You going to be there. We going to pull up. And so from there, they made it seem like they were going to have a fight or something. And then Mike Epps said, I ain't fighting your big ass. I'm going to be in my hometown of Indiana, and we ain't doing no fighting. So if you pulling up on me, them things. But then they had a talk, I think, yesterday or the day before yesterday, and they smoothed it over and took a bunch of photos.
What is going on? What is going on in 2024? First of all, what makes Shannon Sharpe show the It Show A?
Cat Williams did.
Like, what made Club Shay Shay the It Show? Like, everybody has to go on Club Shay Shay. Now, like, if you want to be anything, you have to be on Club Shay Shay. This is new. This is new.
You had Cat Williams who mentioned Mike Epps.
He started it, yes.
And Mike Epps was trying to say that Shannon Sharpe tried to get Cat to say something negative about Mike Epps, to which I don't recall.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't recall him trying to. I would have remembered something like that, but Mike Epps can feel how he feels. I also think he was trying to ride the Shay Shay wave.
I think so too.
Talking about it.
But and then I don't think he's funny.
I think Mike Epps has gotten better.
He was funny in Friday.
No, he was funny as a movie guy, but his
he's not
stand-up
funny.
wasn't good. But it's gotten a little bit better. I think he's heard the criticisms because I don't think he came there with jokes. He was just winging it.
He's not even like, when I think of comics, he's not a comic I would want to go see. I don't think he's funny at all. And I've seen a couple of his stand-ups, and I've just been like, could we turn this? Yeah. Could we turn this? But two grown men acting like kids, talking about pulling up on one another and stuff like that.
Shannon clarified on the podcast last night. He said, when I say pull up, I don't mean I'm going to fight you. I want to have a conversation with you and hash some things out.
And that's how these things should take place, as men who are in their 40s and 50s.
Yeah, Shannon's 55.
Like, as men in our 40s and 50s, we have no business fighting one another. Those days are way, way over.
Now it's about shooting each other.
Those days are over, too. If we can't sit down, talk, come to some type of reasonable conclusion, then we just don't need to have anything to do with each other and leave it at that. The world is big enough where we don't have to see each other like that. But as older men, get out of here fighting. Please. I wouldn't even think twice about it. I wouldn't even entertain it. I'm calling the police. I'm not even entertaining you, bro. Like, I'm calling the police. This is ridiculous.
I hear the only place you got to be a pussy is in the airport. You don't want to get on that no-fly list.
That look, I'm not fighting nobody at this age. I'm not shooting nobody. I'm just calling the police. I'm not dealing with this nonsense. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, beef is abound everywhere, and there was also a beef going on from Club Shay Shay from Monique's appearance between Monique and her son. Now, have you had a chance?
I caught that. I did catch that.
Okay, so Monique and her, I guess her oldest son or her original son is beefing. I guess it was over Monique's appearance where her son decided to go live after seeing her appearance on Club Shay Shay, where Monique was saying she wasn't that great of a mother and that she got forgiveness from her children. So, did you get a chance to see his video?
I did, and he kind of aired her out. But I mean, people see things from different, perspective. He lets you know that she's not as amazing as she comes off to be. And this is from in-house.
Yeah.
This is from in-house. This is coming from her son, letting you know, look, she's putting on kind of a little front and stuff like that. Now I know we all, especially younger parents, when I was younger, trash parent. I ain't even going to lie. One of the worst parents there was. When I was younger, because I had other stuff on my mind than being an adult, trying to raise kids. Mm-hmm. So I can see what he's saying as in that regard. But now, that situation, they're going to have to, I don't even know if it can be mended. Well, of course it could be mended. Yeah. But, it's just, that's how we felt.
Well, she chose basically her career over being a mother and raising her children. That always amazes me when I hear women do that. I'm like, that's the man's job. You really
to choose the career over the kids.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when you think about, that's kind of what life kind of puts you in a position to do. Yeah. Life makes you choose. You need to take care of the kids, so you need to come to work all day, every day, see the kids maybe a little bit at night, maybe on the weekends if so life makes you choose your occupation over being a parent. It's just how life is set up sometimes.
Yeah, man, that's not the business.
It's not.
This leads me to another question I saw, and I think I shared it in the group chat where Adina Howard posted that tweet. Did you see it that I posted earlier where Adina Howard said people with no kids should not comment on parenting people with children? Did you see that?
I didn't see it, but everybody has because you were parented it too.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Just because you don't have kids doesn't mean you don't know what it. You had parents, and your parents parented to you, so you might not be in the game, but you have an idea of how it goes. I have plenty of friends who don't have kids.
I'm one of them. Yeah,
yeah, you are.
He said people who don't have kids shouldn't speak on matter with kids. So
nah, I don't feel that way.
That's stupid.
I think you should have as many opinions about parenting as possible, because just because they don't have kids doesn't mean they don't have good ideas.
Exactly. That's a very bold claim to make. I'm personally, and this might keep shocking the shit out of me, which is why I'm jumping. I think it's the toboggan, and I refuse to take it off. So I'm just gonna have static electricity and be jumping all night. But yeah, I'm one of those people. I will occasionally make a comment, nothing disrespectful or nothing to challenge you. I'm kind of curious to know what the fuck is going on, because when you don't have kids, you don't know what the teenagers are listening to, what they're doing, where they hang out at. I'm totally clueless on the generations before me. See, what the news singers are, what the kids are listening to, because you have a daughter. I don't have that.
I have more than that. Remember now, I work.
Oh yeah,
I work with kids, so I work with 20, 25-year-old, 25, between 18 and 25. So
correct.
I get it from them, what they listen to, the new lingo, stuff like that. They keep me in the loop. They keep me young. Kids are crazy, but they have so much stuff that we didn't have when we were younger. They are so, and they're smart. Yeah. As much as we talk shit about these kids, let me be the first one to tell you that
these kids are smarter than you think.
No, they're smart when they want to do some shit.
For their age, they're smarter than we were. I think so. For their, like, when I'll take like the 19-year-olds around there. They're more advanced than I was at 19. I don't know if social media has something to do with that.
I think Google does, because I learned a lot through Google that, I could have learned from my parents, But
and then, like you say, your parents were kind of tight-lipped growing up. Like, they kept you sheltered from certain stuff. Now, there's no sheltering from anything. You know about everything. So, yeah, I think kids nowadays are way more advanced than I was, especially at the age of 19 and 20.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's amazing to me, because I would have been a nightmare with Google as a teenager, because I had so many things I wanted to learn.
But just think about going through school with Google.
I did. I went through college with Google.
But just imagine going through
high school. I'd have been a much better student.
Like,
I'll tell you that.
I would have had A's, not even trying.
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken notes, because I could just pull up everything the teacher said.
So that's why they're a little bit more advanced.
I was advanced before the smartphone. I remember in college, man, I used to pass tests that I didn't know in it, because I took English. So I would sneak like I'm going to the bathroom, run up to the computer lab, go on Google, bring up the shit real quick, read it, remember it, and then run back down to class and take my test.
Well, see, I'm old enough that it wasn't Google. We had car catalogs.
Yeah.
You had to actually go to the library and
I would have never graduated
actually
college
do research
without Google if I didn't find that hack out. So
yeah, you actually had to do research back in my day. So that's why I think kids are just.
And you know what the fucked up thing is? Like 5 years later, when I was like unemployed in between jobs, I found a job doing kids' homework on Craigslist. Niggas from NC State.
I was staying with you when you were doing that. I remember. I'm more jealous. You'd be up at night writing term
papers for other students. And guess what? I got much better grades at UNC and Duke and NC State than I did at Central.
Those days.
I wish I could go back and redo college again, because Central was much harder for me than doing Duke, UNC, and NC State students' homework. I wish I could have gone to Duke. I would have passed that with flying.
Me and Show would be downstairs.
Yeah, y'all playing Call of Duty, screaming at the TV.
4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
I'd have white boys coming in and out my house like drug dealers, like drug addicts, dropping off term papers and shit like that.
Me and Show downstairs playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, I was up there typing papers till 5 a.m., 6 a.m.
Shout out my man Show, man.
Yeah,
miss you, man.
Yeah, Show. Shout out Show in Norfolk. Being a family, man, we had fun to get together all those years.
We had fun back in those days.
And you had that chick's EBT card.
Oh, we were having a good time.
We had EBT cards.
We were having a good time. We were eating
Call of Duty, PlayStation. Yeah, the TVs up, nigga. It was a dusty nigga paradise.
It was a dusty nigga paradise.
It was. We had the EBT on Smash, the video game.
Oh my gosh, those were some good times.
Yeah, those were some good times. Ignorant days, boy. I mean, it was fun, but
yes,
I can't say I'd be proud of doing all that shit at 40-something. But
I'm glad those days are over. But that era of time, man, we had all balls, Zaxby's. We had Zaxby's.
Oh, nigga, EBT. 3 grocery bags full of Zaxby's. Oh my
gosh, we were
fried chicken, everything.
Days.
I remember the egg rolls. Zaxby needs to bring back those egg rolls.
I think they got them now.
I don't want to pay for them. I just want I'm gonna find a young nigga that work there that hang around at closing and can give me all them grocery bags full of Zaxby's.
Those are some
fried
good
chicken wings and all that shit, man. That was life.
All right, All-Star Weekend.
Yes.
How excited are you about the game?
Not excited at all. I just want to see the dunk contest, the 3-point shootout, and all the festivities
typical stuff.
tomorrow.
Like you don't care about the game no more.
I don't care. The game Sunday is going to be a wash. There's only going to be competitive maybe the last 2 minutes, and that's only if it's no blowout. I'm not. The game is disappointing. All-Star festivities are disappointing.
What about is it the rookie? How is that set up now? It's the rookies versus the world.
If it's it's USA versus the world, and I put my money on the world because they got Wembenyama.
The world, like
Wembenyama's
even though basketball is an American sport, it has become so global that these skilled players from all across the country, man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm excited about it. I want to see the dunk contest because that's always the most disappointing.
Who's in it?
Mac McClung, Jaylen
Last
Brown.
year's winner. Okay, my boy from Boston. The kid from Miami, the Hispanic kid.
It's the AT&T Slam Dunk Contest, and it's going to be Jaylen Brown from the Celtics, Jamie Jaquez Jr. from the Heat.
Yeah, he's nice.
Mac McClung from the G League, and Jacob Toppin from the Knicks.
I won't let you laugh at McClung. He was a Sixer for like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
and the Laker.
He's only in the league to defend his title, and the NBA needs.
And who was the last guy you said? Toppin.
Jacob Toppin.
Obi's brother.
Oh, you found out he was?
I think he's. How many Toppins you know?
I don't know.
I know Obi had a brother, so I'm
the
thinking
South Carolina Toppins, and there's the North Carolina Toppins, and then there's the Norfolk, Virginia. Nah, I don't know any Toppins.
Okay, how do you think the second half of the season is going to play out?
You know, that's the part where I just simulate in 2K and just forward to the playoffs. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I'm ready for it to get out the way. I think all the teams have been solidified who stand a chance. All like
we know who's going to the playoffs. Like there might be a team who makes kind of a run, but okay, like the Lakers. The Lakers, I don't think have the greatest record. They might be right above 500, but you know, if
LeBron is going to turn it on,
if their seeds fall right. You know the Lakers can run at least to the Western Conference championship.
They just go slow for the regular season.
They're a playoff team. So yeah, I am interested to see what Minnesota does this year in the playoffs. I'm super interested about that. I'm interested to see what the Kings are going to do. Yeah, I know the Nuggets are going to be solid. I know. I'm interested to see what the Suns are going to do. Is KD enough to give them a puncher's chance? Because it's almost like is Steph enough to give the Warriors the Warriors a puncher's chance? Because it seems like the Warriors and the Suns are
they can come together. See, I think a lot of superstars learn to coast through the regular season and
just get to the playoffs.
I think you're going to see a lot of teams step it up in the playoffs.
Why does nobody want to play in Dallas? Did you hear about this?
I heard about
Spencer Dinwiddie was supposed to get traded there. He said no. And your boy said he was supposed to get traded there, and he said no. Kyle.
Kuzma.
Yeah. They don't want to play with Luka.
They don't want to play with Luka and Kyrie because they, first of all,
how many shots you getting?
Yeah, exactly. Kuzma's like the number one option, and he be number 3 on Dallas. That's why.
Yeah.
Some players want to stay where they're going to get the rock and
didn't Dinwiddie already play in Dallas? So he played with them already. And I guess he's like
beef with somebody in Dallas.
Possibly. But I know he signed with the Lakers because he didn't want to play in Dallas. So I'm just like, nobody wants to play with Luka. Luka a ball hog.
Yeah.
Luka's a ball hog. He nice. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But if he's not hogging the ball, Kyrie going to have the ball. So yeah, your shots are going to be slim to none in Dallas.
It's going to be bad in Dallas.
I'm trying to think. Memphis is out. Ja's gone.
Now, do you hear about Golden State trying to get LeBron?
I did hear that.
I think LeBron showed some backbone because he could have gone to the Golden State, and that would have been a guaranteed 4th title just with him and Steph alone.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't
Draymond
think
Clay.
so. I don't think it's a given anymore like that because I mean, let's not like the Lakers have a decent squad with AD and Bron and with D'Lo balling now. So, you know, they're decent. I still don't know if you got enough to beat the Nuggets. I still don't know if you're, even with LeBron and Steph, if you got enough to beat the Nuggets to get over that hump, because that's going to be the biggest hump at the end of the day. You can beat everybody else. I think you can beat them now. But the Nuggets are, who guarding big-ass Jokic? Wiseman?
I guess
he getting
bodied.
He getting bodied. So
Damn,
Draymond
could do it.
Yeah, but he gonna get suspended. He gonna do something wild and get ejected, and then so I like LeBron staying in LA, and I think LA got to run. Like I think LA gonna make a run. I don't know if they're gonna win the chip. I don't even know if they're gonna get out in the West, but I do know that they won't be out in the first round. No. I know that much.
I don't believe they would be out the first round.
I believe that they'll have the seeds they get will put them at least to get to the Western Conference.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see them getting to the Western Conference. So, you think it's going to be them and the Nuggets again?
Possibly. If you could get by a step in them. If you get by a step, and
I just think
let's
Warriors
see what the
have
T-Wolves look like. Let's see what the Wolves look like.
You haven't even mentioned the Clippers. That's disrespectful.
It is.
The top of the West.
It is, and I'm sorry, but, dude, what have the Clippers ever won?
Well, they haven't had this lineup.
They had Lob City a couple until they prove that they can win when it counts. I'm not even talking about the Clippers.
They don't have Doc Rivers coaching. So that's a break.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. Let's jump to the East. Because the Bucks are having some trouble since Doc Rivers done showed up.
Super trouble. And this is what they get for hiring Doc Rivers after he stabbed his homie in the back as a consultant.
You know, Doc Rivers is the old Sixers coach. I fuck with Rivers. You know, I kind of like him, but
you like Doc Rivers?
The Bucks and him just don't seem like a good fit.
They're not a good fit.
They don't seem like a good fit. The East, though, Boston. Boston's going to be serious.
Boston's probably it.
Of course, you got to throw the Bucks into it because they can't get hot with Dame and Giannis up there.
I keep feeling like the Heat.
See,
they're a veteran team. They're not going to give it their all through the regular
But
season.
I think they're still short one player.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I still think, before you can take the Heat serious, they need just the difference maker. I don't know if it's a point guard or not, but because you're Butler and Bam. Yeah. That's your offense. And
Hero.
I still think you need one. I still think you need one. I'm not sold on them yet. Even though they were Eastern Conference champions last year, I'm not really sold on them right now. The Sixers, if Embiid don't come back, it's a wrap. We just waiting for next year. But if he come back, we'll see how he play. Who else out East? Charlotte, who's not a playoff contender, but Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
Is a baller.
Of course.
That boy is
that
boy is a baller. I was kind of clowning Brandon Miller, and I gotta apologize to him because he's a baller. He's in discussion for Rookie of the Year now.
He ain't Wembenyama.
They say that it's him, Chet, because Chet got hurt, and Brandon Miller. They say Brandon Miller's past month has been really that spectacular. He's not Wemby, though. He's not Wemby.
Wemby just got different. A triple-double with blocks.
With blocks. That's crazy. With blocks. And then Wemby's just different. Like, the rivalry, if a rivalry buds between him and Chet, that's going to be amazing. If they both can somehow stay healthy, which Chet's already been hurt, hasn't he? He was hurt last year, yeah. So, if they could somehow stay healthy, that rivalry might possibly be the best one since Bird Magic. Possibly be the best rivalry since Bird Magic if these two young men can stay healthy throughout their career.
Go as far back as Bird and Magic? You couldn't have gone
who?
I don't know. There've been lots of Jordan and lots of people.
Jordan and who?
I don't know.
He killed everybody.
Jordan and Richmond.
Jordan killed everybody. So it wasn't Jordan and nobody. LeBron and who?
LeBron lost. He lost to
rivalry. That's what we're talking. Like, I went back to Magic and Bird. You're saying become more recent. Give me a more recent rivalry that
Didn't Shaq have a rivalry?
No, he dominated. Maybe when he was young with the Admiral and Akeem, but after that he dominated. The only rivalry that really sits is Magic and Bird. Michael dominated. Kobe and Iverson, maybe?
Nah.
Okay, then so Kobe didn't have any rivalries either. Like, Ruben Patterson in his head thought he was Kobe's rival, but no.
So, Deshaun Stevenson thought he was
in
LeBron's.
his head, too.
He thought he and LeBron were
So
rivals.
there's really LeBron against the Celtics. That was a rivalry, maybe. Michael against the Pistons.
Against the Knicks, Celtics, Michael.
Nah, because see, you can't say Michael against the Knicks because the Knicks never won. It's not a rivalry if you don't win.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Pistons.
It's not a rivalry if you don't win. That's why I'm like Magic Bird, because that went back and forth. Michael didn't really have a rivalry. He always won. Kobe and Shaq rivalry. They were on the same team. LeBron, maybe LeBron and the Celtics. That's about it. So, yeah, when I think of one-on-one rivalries, Magic and Bird.
But you could say Golden State, because Golden State didn't know they beat
Golden
LeBron.
State, Cleveland.
Yeah,
That was a rivalry, I guess. I could say I guess that was a rivalry, but when I think of individual rivalries, there's never been one since Magic and Bird. I can't think of one. And that's crazy.
No, you're right. You might be right. I mean,
No, I think I am right, but it's just crazy that there's never been. But I think it also has to do with, once again, social media playing into the platform of everybody's homies. Yeah, everybody's cool. Like, everybody likes everybody. So, there's no need to really have that intense rivalry like that. They don't even play hard like that on the court against each other, it seems like.
They damn sure don't.
You can't get nobody to really play no good defense. Like, so... What else we got?
Okay, so I don't know if you saw that video of Umar Johnson getting pulled up on during his lecture. Did you see it?
Dr. Umar got jumped.
He didn't get jumped. A woman ran up on him when he was doing a lecture, and security intervened. But, yeah, she went a little bit hard on Umar and just cut him off during the speech. And she claimed she was with him the night before, but Dr. Umar said he has never seen this woman before. So I don't know in this situation who's telling the truth, what her underlying issue was. But, yeah, it led to a confrontation during Umar's lecture.
Dr. Umar, he's a controversial figure, depending on who you are and stuff like that. So am I shocked? No.
I kind of am, because it was a black woman trying to run up on him. And, I figured it would be, I don't think a white woman would care about Dr. Umar enough to run up on him, because I don't think white people view Dr. Umar as a threat.
As a threat. They just see him as a crazy nigga talking.
Yeah, just as a nigga talking. Yeah. But, it happened while he was on stage. Yeah, he was. I don't know what the underlying cause is. Hopefully, they break it down in the following couple days to figure out what it is. But yeah, Dr. Umar already dropped a response video to the woman falsely accusing him of being with him the night before. So that was just a little interesting tidbit. It seems like he can't get his school built, but he can stay in some shit every week.
Yeah. How's that school coming, Dr. Umar?
He wouldn't know. He's out here getting attacked by random-ass women who claim that
they were with him the night before. Oh, okay.
But, so I don't know who to believe in that situation. I don't know if Umar was really with her or not. But, yeah, it's pretty deep out there. But also, did you see what happened in Florida with the police officer and the Eggcorn hitting the car?
But I heard about it, and he emptied the clip about it.
Yeah, so this happened in November of last year in 2023. So this dude, Marquise Jackson, was being handcuffed in the back of a police car. while the cop had the dude in the police car, and an acorn from a tree above the
Fell.
car fell on the roof of the car. The officer heard it and got scared, thinking it was a shooting. So
Scary.
he pulled the 9 out and just unloaded the whole clip at the back of the car, believing he was in a shootout. However, after seeing the video, it turns out it was just a acorn. It was Deputy Jesse Hernandez, a white Hispanic. They do exist. Cop.
Scary.
Yeah, and the video shows him dramatically rolling on the ground while repeating shots fired loudly and unloading his firearm into the vehicle.
Scary.
Shattering the back window. Luckily, the man inside, Marquise Jackson, was inside the video. He was not hurt by the bullets, although I'm pretty
Can you
sure.
sue?
I'm sure you can.
Okay, because I'm gonna have to sue you about
You gotta
this.
get sued.
Like I gotta sue you over this one. Like I just wanted to make sure you can be sued because I gotta sue you for this one because now I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I'm traumatized probably for the rest of my life over this incident.
So dude got arrested for being accused of stealing a car and sending threatening messages to his girlfriend. So he went from that to getting shot at by a cop emptying the clip.
And get ready to sue the
So
the
the
city
cop
for
was
all the
screaming
money he can get.
how he had been hit, but he had not been hit. That the shots were, and he thought the shots were coming from inside the car. So that's why he unloaded the clip. So he thought the acorn somehow
Scary.
was the guy, Marquise Jackson, in the back of the car.
Super scary.
unloaded
You know they picked at him. You probably got to retire after that. You probably got to
They
lead a
did,
force after that.
They did allow him to resign.
Yeah, you got to lead a force after that because
So,
you're
yeah.
scary. You're super scary.
He resigned while under investigation for his handling of the incident on December 4th. And documents laying out the investigation's finding.
You a scaredy cat.
Yeah. So he's mad scared. The sad part is there's plenty of cops out there just like him.
And you emptied your clip. Oh
He emptied
my
the whole
Jesus.
clip. He could have
Like-
killed a
like,
lot of
look,
people.
Over an acorn hitting the roof of
Roof
the you
of your
scary
car.
ass. You scary. Scary.
I've had an acorn hit my car, and
It
does
sound
not
like the gunshot.
It does not sound
That's
like a
super
gunshot.
scary. Yeah, I'm suing.
Yeah.
I'm traumatized.
So he yelled shots fired 4 times and claimed he was hit. His partner, who also unloaded into the car, seemed confused.
His partner was shooting too?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely suing. Yeah, y'all go ahead and get y'all money together because I'm gonna need a bag from that one.
He also mentioned he did not have prior law enforcement experience, but that he trained at West Point and served as special force officer for a decade, including 2 rotations in Afghanistan.
So you got a dude out here playing cop who ain't really a cop.
He
Who?
said he never faced combat because he was an officer.
Oh.
In the Army, in the military, when he was serving. So
Scary.
So he one of them motherfuckers in fatigues all day talking about USA, and everybody else is a bitch if they didn't serve.
And why he don't want to watch the Super Bowl because black people is singing the national anthem, the black national anthem. Yeah, that's him probably.
Yeah, and speaking of life being hard for black folks, Rachel Dolezal.
Ooh, that's my new favorite now.
Yeah.
That's my new favorite.
Rachel Dolezal is what she was formerly known as, but her new name,
Oof.
pull it up, her new name is Nkechi Diallo. Basically, she was a teacher in Tucson, Arizona, formerly known as Rachel Dolezal, and she lost her job after it was found out she has an OnlyFans page, and it's pretty risque, if I do say so.
Pretty
myself.
graphic, and I liked it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna go back and watch some more of it later because she was really getting it in.
Yeah.
Shout out Rachel. She's like,
Dolezal.
but this is my thing.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing teachers do? Because that's what a lot of teachers seem to do on the side is OnlyFans. They
teachers
don't
don't pay.
Uber. They OnlyFans.
Now, to her credit, she did have an OnlyFans page for a few years before she became a teacher. After she was added for,
She always had that content up there.
no, after the NAACP shit blew over in 2014, and she received backlash. Her career, she was a prominent civil rights leader and African studies professor in Washington State. So she lost her job as a professor and a position at the NAACP for lying about being black. And so after that, She, I guess, went in working dead end jobs because her career was taken from her, and she went and did OnlyFans. And it started off innocent enough, just pictures in bathing suits, and then it went all the way up to things being inserted inside her on camera. And I will say, yes, her
It's worth checking out. If you can find it, it's worth
official.
checking out. Yeah.
I wouldn't pay, but if you can find a bootleg link to them photos and videos, there is nothing she doesn't do. You will see booty hole brown. Well,
I didn't think she was going to be doing what she was doing, but she was doing it.
And I'll say, for her age, and yeah, she's got a nice body. She's what, 50? She's got to be in her 50s by now.
She got a fan. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I got to give a shout out. Shout out my man Dwight. Yes, that's J.C. Horn in the back. Go Gamecocks. Now he plays with the Panthers. Shout out my man Dwight.
You know, they were talking about South Carolina during the Celebrity All-Star game before I came over here, because old girl, what's her name, Asia
Wilson?
Yeah, she was one of the people on the sideline, and they were interviewing her. So she was wearing a Jermaine O'Neal jersey, and she said,
shout out my man Six,
to
Jermaine O'Neal.
Metro. So, yeah, she was shouting out South Carolina.
Shout out my man Jermaine O'Neal. Yo, in high school, that boy was a beast.
I'm sure he was.
6'11" and could shoot a little bit. He was a beast. As we know, the Lady Gamecocks are probably on their way to win another title this year because they just look fucking amazing. And the guys, well, they're playing good ball. They are playing good ball. Who do you follow college basketball-wise?
I really don't follow nobody like that. I used to follow Maryland, the Terrapins, and then they left the ACC. And I don't.
They left the ACC.
I don't follow them no more. And then it used to be Georgetown in high school because I thought
Iverson and them.
I thought Georgetown was a HBCU until I actually went there.
I thought Georgetown was a black college too when I was younger because that's all that was on the basketball team. That's all. The only thing we knew about Georgetown was the basketball team.
I had a job one summer on Georgetown's campus, and no, it's very, 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 very white.
Those were the only black kids on campus were the basketball team.
They had a good fucking job marketing in the 80s. They must have saw a different world in the Cosby Show. It was just like, let's trick.
But yeah, I did think that Georgetown was a black college by just watching basketball games.
Oh no.
It's sadly mistaken.
Yeah, you were very sad.
Sadly mistaken.
Yoke your ass up. That is the Duke of D.C. That's how prestigious the campus is. But, yo, shout out to Rachel Dolezal. They can't keep a black woman. They can't keep a black woman down.
Yeah, we gonna give her credit now. Like, yeah, girl. Like, we see you out there.
I'm sorry, that OnlyFans page is official. Yeah, if more women I knew were gonna go to OnlyFans as hard as she did, I'd pray for your downfalls as well. I might even sabotage y'all.
Rachel Dolezal kind of sexy. I ain't even going front. I'm not even going front. She's type sexy.
You know what? That's sad. She's not even in her 50s. She's 46.
She still look good.
Yeah, she's good. She
looks. Damn, it's crazy. She had to get naked for me to be like, oh, she is kind of bad.
Hey, ladies,
I saw the color then. I was like, oh, she do got a little cyst in her. I see that. Okay.
Yeah, you can tell with the pubic hair. No, what if she perms those to make them nappy like that?
Yeah, she do got a little bit of sister in her after seeing that OnlyFans page. All right, I ain't mad at her at all.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have fired her. In fact, I'd have tried to work with her on her OnlyFans page just to see if she needed a male performer to help her with.
All right, we're going to do the music review now because Dub put me on new music as he always does when he comes over here before the show gets started. Beyonce
dropped a country song.
And it's not bad. They're not bad at all. They sound like soundtrack songs to me. Like they should be for movies, but dope.
I liked them. I like
Bored.
Texas. What was it?
Texas Hold'em.
I like that, and then she had 16 Carriages, which I like much better. I like both songs, but I like 16 Carriages.
She was bored, and she just wanted to do music like.
Well, she's from Houston.
That's true as well. And I get, sticking to the Texas thing, so I ain't mad at her.
Plus, I think country's going to be the new wave, not just for Beyonce, but for a lot of rappers and R&B singers. And
for black artists.
Yeah.
Because that lane's wide open.
Yeah.
Country is wide open.
And it's probably going to be the next genre to blow.
I could see that.
And that
I could
means
definitely
you
see
about
that.
to see a whole lot more niggas in gallon cowboy hats and shit.
I keep looking around because I smell bud, and I'm like, I think it's coming from outside because the door's open. Because
I hope it is.
Because I keep looking like, gosh, I smell weed for some reason, and I just think it's because the door open and it's coming from outside.
And it's all good, but yeah, the singles were phenomenal.
They were.
I think I'm curious to see how Act 2 is going to go. I think it comes out March 29th. So, yeah, she's going to have a whole album of country songs. And, of course, a lot of people aren't too happy about it. I don't know. Did you see the interview with old boy from Dukes at the Hazzards?
I did.
And he was saying little code words like liberal media doing country, which is code word for niggas.
Black.
So there's going to be hang-ups.
Black people started country music.
We have origins to country
we
music.
pulled away from country, though.
Yeah.
Like, we gave it to white people. We didn't really deal with it like that. But now, like Dub saying, I really think country might be the next genre to really...
Back. The only thing, there's two sides to it. There's, of course, the side that it is our music and we have a right to do it. But there's also going to be the poser side, which I hate for hip-hop. I hate when Bieber came over, started hanging with the ATL rappers. I hate when Miley Cyrus started hanging with hood rats.
MGK.
Yeah, MGK, Kid Rock. I hate posers. So you're going to have to deal with that on the country music side of the game because there's going to be a lot of posers there's going to be a lot of city boys posing as cowboys.
With their cowboy boots and their
W.
hats and stuff like that. Yeah.
So you're going to have to prepare for that. And I feel for country fans in that regards just because I'm a hip-hop purist. So I would hate to see an influx of motherfuckers, well, this has already happened, using hip-hop and
to
jumpstart
their careers and stuff and then be like, I don't need hip-hop anymore, and they're out.
Yeah, but also country music artists have done that too. They've left the genre of country and went pop, like Reba McEntire and Garth Brooks and all them. So they wanted to expand their palette, so they left the country world and expanded to the pop genre. So I feel it's going the other way. So that means there's going to be a bunch of mad rednecks. They're going to be mad as hell, especially when they find out that song they like is by the black artist.
Oh, yeah. You know they get mad real quick.
They're going to be jamming, too. They're going to I like that song. They're going to see the video. What? Oh, my goodness.
Did any hip-hop come out this week?
No.
Did you said you heard Kanye album. You said it was decent, right?
It was trash.
Oh, it's trash?
Don't associate decent with that album. It was
because that's all I've been hearing is like, this is the worst album ever.
We talked about it last week in trash, and I put it online. It didn't even get no views, so people agreed with us.
It is trash. I listened to it a little bit, too, and it is.
I gave it a couple tracks, and I'm just like, this shit is depressing.
So I'm going to tell you something that I found out this week. Because, like I said, I deal with kids and stuff like that. And he, like, something about Dreamville got out, and it's a white guy. Shout out my man, Drew. And I'm going to tell you something that really caught me off guard that he said.
What'd you say?
He's like, Dreamville sold me. He was like, I'm not thinking about going. At first, he was like, I'm not going to Dreamville, this, that, and third. Then he was like, this week comes back, and he's like, I'm going to go to Dreamville. I'm going to tell you why. I was like, why? He's like, one, Nicki's coming. He's like, Nicki's going to bring all the chicks. He's like, I heard Wayne's possibly going to be there again. I heard Drake's going to be there again. I was like, boom, boom, boom. Those three guaranteed stars. Then he said one name that caught me off guard. He was like, if she comes, I'm so there.
Sexy Red?
No.
Oh.
Ice Spice. He said Ice Spice would sell this event if she came. This coming from a white kid now, like I said. So I'm taking that. If he feels like that, there's a bunch of other people that feel the same way that he does.
Think she's the shit?
So that kind of changes my opinion about Ice Spice. Because I was like, who listens to this chick? But after he said that, and when I tell you he was excited when he was like, Ice Spice might be coming too, I was like, well, hold on now. Maybe this chick really is something to force in this industry.
I don't get it.
Hanging out with Taylor.
Yeah, she was hanging out with Taylor. So I already know she primed for the big time.
hanging out with Taylor, but like I said, like he was really excited that Ice Spice might be coming here, and that really changed my mind about how I thought about Ice Spice. She really does have a fan base like that, and they're white.
You're a better man than me because I just don't get the hype behind this woman. I mean, I think
look, she
worse
fine.
rappers, but
She fine.
she ain't even all that to me. She got ass. I will say that.
She thick and red. That makes her fine in the
I would
eyes
never,
of most people.
look wise, would you put her above Megan? Because to me, Megan
Megan
Stallion
who?
is.
Oh, because I was going to say, I saw a picture of Megan Good the other day, and I was like, who the hell is this chick?
Meg the Stallion.
No, Meg
To
the
me,
Stallion's
Meg
fine.
the Stallion is like the finest.
She's a bit. I'm going to tell you who else is fine now, until she opened her mouth. I think Glow is attractive. I think Lil Glow is attractive. Big Glow. Is it Big Glow? I think Big Glow is attractive until she opens her mouth. Then the sexiness kind of slides out. I don't think Sexy Red is that attractive like that.
No, that's.
But I do think Megan is very attractive. I think
Meg the Stallion is the best looking female rapper of all time.
Ooh.
Who's better than Meg?
Shit.
Who's honestly looks wise? I couldn't put
All time?
Yeah, who you putting over?
I'm kind of biased. Like, Philly, I think Eve was really attractive.
Eve does not
I think Eve was attractive.
Better than Meg the Stallion. Again, Meg the Stallion has the body and the face.
What's my girl who Jay-Z was supposed to be dealing with?
Amelia?
No, the other light-skinned chick, though. You on the right path, though. What is her name? She did that shoot 'em up
Blue
style.
Contrell.
Yes. She's the
not
final
a rapper. Blue Contrell is an R&B singer.
Oh.
She's
You
not a
got me
rapper.
excited because I was going to say Blue Control is a fine rock.
No, Blue Contrell is even those blacktail shots. I wouldn't put her above. Well, Megan had to pose in blacktail for me to compare.
That's finer than Megan Thee Stallion rap.
She's the best looking hip hop female rapper. She's fine without makeup. She's fine with makeup.
Shauna fine.
Shauna's fine. I'm not saying there ain't women that come close, but nobody has the mix of face and body.
Like Meg.
You
might be right. Meg is fine.
Nobody's fucking with Meg.
Meg is fine. Meg is fine. Meg is fine.
She's the finest female rapper of all time.
We're gonna chop this clip up, and I want people to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this. But definitely comment. Is Meg the finest
female rapper of all? Yes, she is. I say yes. I don't think Cardi's fucking with her. I don't think Cardi is. I think Nicki is pretty. I do think Nicki's pretty. I think Nicki was the finest female in hip hop before Meg.
I'm trying to think. Remy, nah.
No.
The way you said no was just too funny. Like, no.
I would say Foxy Brown. She had
Foxy was sexy.
Foxy was fine, but her reign on the top was short like leprechauns.
Foxy was fine.
Little Kim was at one point the finest because that's all we had.
That's always going to be a touchy subject because she was fine.
She was at one point. She was the finest, and that was it. But now it's Meg. Out of all looks wise, yeah.
We're gonna come back to this topic next week. Because I have everybody back in studio, I believe. So we'll touch again.
Kelly agrees with me in advance, and so does Budha.
Oh, somebody said Remy looks better than Meg. That's in the chat.
Remy does not look better than Meg.
I think Remy's pretty. The thing with Meg that people have to is that body. Like you got to that body's different. The body's different. So her face might be an 8, 9, but her body gives her 2 points easily, which makes her a 10. And now, I think Glow, but I don't think she's like Glow, Meg. Like fine.
Glow looks a little slow.
I think Emil was fine though. Emil was fine.
All right, but again, we're talking all time.
Emil ain't had no body though.
Yeah,
she was fine though. I can't think of nobody else.
That was it.
People used to rave about Charlie. I was like,
Charlie Ball.
Yeah, like I was never really a big fan of Charlie.
I ain't gonna say nothing like she was ugly or nothing. She was fine for what we knew back in the day.
Oh. Armani Caesar fine.
Yeah, she's attractive.
Armani Caesar fine as hell.
She's not
if you
better.
don't know who Armani Caesar is, go look Armani Caesar.
Oh,
she's
bad.
super
and
attractive.
Flo Milli bad too. Again, we're talking about comparing her to Meg.
Yeah, but they don't have that body Meg
don't-
got, though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, it does matter because, like, that
I
body
thought you was
Meg
about to
got,
say body
like,
of work.
No.
I was like, that don't mean nothing.
Not body of work, though. Body Meg got. They got in the face. Armani, I think, is probably prettier than Meg. But that body, those 2 extra points, is going to kill everybody. Can't do nothing about that.
Exactly. There's nothing you can do about it.
All right, what else we got?
Okay, so basically, I know you heard about the PS5 coming to an end.
I don't know what that means.
The PS5. Okay, so basically there was an article that was shared. The head of the Sony company was basically saying that due to low sales, the PS5 is in the latter stages of its life cycle, as Sony has said. So sales of the PS5 failed to meet expectations. Sony has said the console is entering the latter stages of its life cycle. Sony had...
So they're not going to be making anymore? Is that what they're saying?
They're pretty much saying, yeah, it's coming to the end.
So there's going to be no more PlayStations. That's a dub.
Well, hold on. They said a target of 25 million PS5 sold during the current financial year ending in March 31st, 2025. But now have revised its forecast down to 21 million. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, so Sony is not selling PS5s like it expected. So because of that, they're gonna retire the PS5 sooner than later and most likely come out.
I heard
the
the
PS6.
Xbox is getting ready to revolutionize gaming. That's what
Both
I
of
read
them
today.
are both are looking at exploring other options right now with PC users because as they're talking about a PS6 already. They're going to turn to a PS6 soon. Nothing has been said, but that's one of the reasons why I think GTA 6 is getting pushed back.
I love my PS5. It's my best friend.
I never bought one, man.
I
said
love
by the time I get it, it's going to be some new shit popping up, and I'm going to be mad. And that's how it's been since the N64. That was the last console I ever bought.
Branson Burial 75 if you ever on Call of Duty get smoked, but I love my PS5.
It also says Sony will not release any major existing PlayStation franchise games before April 2025, ruling out sequels for God of War and Spider-Man anytime soon.
So this year is a dub then on big games, basically.
Well, it won't release any major existing.
That's what I'm saying, till 2025. So any major game you're not going to get for another year. That's wild. That's why, like you said, GTA been pushed back so long, and a lot of people waiting on that one.
Okay, so it's saying the PS5 came out in November 2020, and the PS4 came out in November 2013. So if history repeats itself, you can expect to see a PS6 November 2027.
Go ahead and start stacking your coins now.
Well, I'm going to
start
say,
saving them.
yeah, because I don't want a PS5. And this is why I stick to PC, because, PC has been, it's never been retired since the 80s.
Yeah. And y'all have so many games, though. PC has so many
all
games.
the big games for the PS3, PS4, and PS5, like most of them are available on PC.
And cheaper.
And cheaper.
And cheaper.
I could download them tonight if I wanted to for like $5 to $10.
And cheaper.
I don't get why people just don't get on the computer. I love my computer because it's a one-box entertainment center. I can make beats on it. I can edit video and films. I can watch TV, and I can play video games on it. It does everything. I'm like, what would I need a dedicated video game console for? The only reason I would get one is for like maybe 2K because they fucked over PC players again by giving us the current gen version, even though you designed the whole fucking game on a PC, but you won't give us the next generation version. So you just relegated to PS5 and Xbox. Like,
I got 2K too. I got 2K.
yeah, and you got the better version. I'm stuck on the current gen version when I play PC.
I play more Call of Duty though.
Oh.
That's Buddha. Buddha's love is 2K. I'm
Isn't
a Call
that
of Duty guy.
cross-platform?
Call of Duty?
Yeah,
Call of Duty is cross-platform.
See, now I'm going to have to get Call of Duty tonight just so I can play you.
Look, come on. Come
No,
on in
I'm
the
going
room.
to fuck you up because I got a
you're
mouse.
not.
I got a mouse and a keyboard.
Come on in the room.
I'm gonna cheat with my mouse and
Come
keyboard.
on, that
I'ma know you gotta
BAS be
control.
smoking. Come on in the room.
That's cool. That's what I'm gonna do.
What else we got?
Okay, so besides that, there was the flight. Delta flight was forced to land due to maggots falling from the overhead bin.
No, I didn't hear that one.
Oh shit!
No, I ain't hear nothing about that.
Okay, so yeah, there was basically a flight. Let me bring up this info.
Maggots
Yes, there was maggots
out the overhead compartment.
out the overhead
Yeah,
compartment.
go ahead and get my lawyer on the phone because you're getting sued.
It wasn't it was actually another passenger who had brought on some rotting fish. Here it is. Delta flight forced to land after maggots fall on woman's head from overhead.
Oh, I'm
bin.
suing. I'm suing the airport. I'm suing. I watch too much How to Catch a Smuggler, where people always get pulled over and they take people's stuff away because they ain't got no damn business on the plane. And that seems like something that they should have caught and that should have been on the plane. Get my lawyer on the phone because we're going to have
so
to
the
sue.
flight was from Amsterdam to Detroit and said maggots fell on a woman next to him when an overhead
Boy, do
bin.
you know what that thing smelled like?
I know.
Oh, my gosh.
She was just trying to kind of fight off maggots. Said a dozen wiggly maggots fell on the women.
Oh, God, yeah. Get my lawyer on the phone.
So they had to turn the flight around. The flight attendants tracked the insects to a passenger's bag in the overhead compartments, where inside there was rotting fish. I didn't see everyone's reaction to the bag being open, but there was just an immediate pinching of the nose. The fish was wrapped in newspaper.
Oh my gosh!
And the
It's
man-
not even in, sir. Like it's not even in a. Oh my gosh!
Flight attendants took the cargo to the back of the plane. The pilot then notified passengers they were returning back to Amsterdam. Said they don't know if the man responsible for the fish and maggots was detained or fined, but he got on another flight back to the U.S. a few hours later, more than happy to get off.
Oh my God! The only thing I'm thinking about is the smell.
Oh, I know that was
That
bad.
the smell had to be horrid. Oh my God! Then you open the bag up and then oh my gosh!
And I'll be feeling bad taking a burrito back from L.A. to New York. When I land back in Carolina, I get a chorizo burrito. I'll be like, damn, this going to stink up the whole end. But it's not rotting fish and it's not maggots.
Nah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, so
Delta got to do better on that end. Like that should have been caught on their end. First of all, he shouldn't even had the stuff there, but they should have caught it before he even boarded the plane. So that's their fault.
yeah, well, that's all we got.
Well,
It was a nice 2 hour and 11-minute show.
Shout out my girl Kelli Jo. Like we said, they have the GoFundMe page for Capone going right now. Please give. Also, the Share the Love drive is coming up. I believe it's going to be April 27th, April 28th. They will have boxes at different locations. I will share the locations with y'all when they're presented to me. And y'all enjoy y'all rest of the weekend. I know it's Friday night. We usually do this Saturday, but we did tonight. Shout out to anybody who joined in and tuned in with us and had a good time. Shout out B.D.U.B and Kelli Jo, like I said.
Budha saw Cat Williams tonight.
Yeah, that's where he went.
Okay.
And I'm sure he's going to have a story next week.
Yes.
Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It's the effing podcast.